I'm Tanya James, the founder and CEO of Global Fashion Technology Federation and the Internet of Fashion. I am a former fashion buyer, editor, stylist, turned fashion technologist because I believe in innovation and staying on the cutting edge of everything we have that's creative. We hope you guys come to some of our meetups that we hold at the Microsoft flagship store once a month, normally on Wednesdays. The next one will, however, be June the 19th. So if you're in New York City, please stop by. Our meetups are from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And they always are all about fashion technology. Fashion with technology integrated within the fashion. We believe in going forward and not backwards, so we focus on fashion tech. And if you are an innovative designer and you think that you can design the next best thing, please enter our competition by going to www.theinternetoffashion.com and enter our competition. In September, we will have the first Fashion Tech Week where you can enjoy 4-day events that will have speakers, designers, judges for the competition, augmented and virtual reality, and our catwalk and exhibition. So don't miss it. It's going to be September 17th through the 20th. And if you go to the internetoffashion.com, you'll be able to find out the various locations where the different venues will be for that week of New York Fashion Tech. And it will be only fashion tech design. So don't miss out. Don't stay behind.
So, I'm Aaron Turcola. I create 3D printed designs and fashion, wearable art based on body scans. Everything's custom fit and created using 3D printed technology. So I give a presentation here at Internet of Fashion tonight. Nice, enthusiastic crowd. We talked about materials and processes, and I especially focused on the 3D scanning aspect, my workflow and how I create these designs, and how other people can also be involved in the creative process without having specialized skills.
I also know of different things going on that I'm really very agree.
The original kimono, yes.
Oh, thank you.
It's very good. Is it fireproof?
Huh?
Is it fireproof?
No, unfortunately.
Not yet. Let's
Not
work
yet.
on that.
Not yet. Hopefully there's no fire.
Hi, my name is Kai Lu Guan, and I'm a fashion designer. And KG Project has been a main focus of my career. So KG Project sits between augmented reality and the traditional fashion. So there are two major components. So first is the collection that we develop, and the second component is the phone app that you can use to unlock the digital experiences, including sound, 3D animations, and other movies. In the future, we are enabling our users to have the ability to customize what they wear every day based on their mood and their emotions. My name is Kai Lu Guan, and I'm the founder of KG Projects.
Yes, so I do a lot of different things in 3D printing. So I teach CAD modeling, 3D printing to students of all ages. So elementary school students, middle, high school, have class just now for senior citizens. So pretty much everybody. And I'm a freelance writer. I write for 3print.com, Shapeways magazine, which launched like a couple weeks ago. So you can see my articles online, and I write about kind of everything happening with 3D printing. I'm not a fashion designer, at least I wasn't. I had no fashion background. But I went to the 3D Print Fashion Show, which I guess was 2 years ago, right? And I saw Aaron's dress, and I saw some other dresses there. And it inspired me to get into 3D printed fashion. And at the time, I had done a few things in the industry. So I had designed a full-body 3D scanning system that was used at iMaker for making, you might have seen these little selfies, these little statuettes of people. And then, I saw the fashion show, and I A couple days later, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I had this vision in my head for a dress. So I thought, oh, I'm going to make my own 3D printed dress. And quickly realized that it was a little more difficult than that. I thought I could go online and find a 3D printed textile that I could use as the basis of this dress. So I had the dress all sketched out, I knew what I wanted to do, and then I couldn't find like a textile to actually make it. So I started designing my own. And once I went through that process, I realized the dress was going to be a huge undertaking. And like you said, unless you actually scan the person, it's not necessarily going to fit them. And then it only fits one person. And you may see it on the fashion, on the runway. You may see it in the museum, but it's a hard thing to sell. And I really wanted a product that I could sell. So because I had to put this together piece by piece, this textile, the first thing I tried to do was making a little bag. And I realized that's kind of where I wanted to go. So I started making a handbag. And it's a prototype still, but I went through a few prototypes, so I'm going to show you a little bit about what I did. So this textile that I designed, I call Plex Tiles, because they're made of many parts. And this is what the first Plex tile looked like. It was basically triangular in shape, very thin, and it had these little connectors. I had seen some other textiles that used triangles, and the problem with a lot of the 3D print textiles that you could find that are open source is that you can print a little swatch of them, but that's about it. And I want something modular that I could keep adding on to. So I created this with little connectors and separate tiles. And what I didn't realize I had done at the time is I had done something a little different because there were some people at the time ones that were hinged, so it just went one way. But this uses a pin on each tile, so it actually can move. See that? It can move in more directions, so it has a lot of flexibility. So I made this first textile, and it actually moved a lot more, like fabric, almost more than I wanted it to. It was like super floppy. So this was the first one. You can pass that around. It's actually, if you go to pinshape.com, you can find it on there. It's a free download. So this one is open source. And then, actually, this is skipping ahead a little bit. I'll have to show you the next bag that I worked on. So I redesigned it, decided I want to go with actual triangles for my tiles, and just make it a little bit sexier, because that had big gaps between the tiles and it was real floppy. So I created this first bag. And it got a pretty good reception. And it uses these Plex tiles for the whole thing. The bag, the strap, it's all integrated into one piece. This was all hand assembled. So there was, I don't know, over 400 pieces. It took forever to put together. And it was pretty strong, but these connectors are super, super teeny. And so they're kind of weak by themselves. So I had some breaks. I did have it come apart a few times, but it lasted for quite a while. And the nice thing about this design is that if you have a single connection, it's kind of weak. But when you have so many connections in all these different directions, it dissipates the force. So this thing looks very fragile, but it's actually pretty strong, and it's a lot lighter than people think that it would be. And so this was the original prototype. Oh, you can see one of them is coming apart. So there were some problems with this bag that I didn't like, but overall I got some positive responses about it. I'm passing around this way if you want to check it out. Let me go back here to the next iteration. So I decided I wanted to, even though the tiles were pretty strong, I wanted to make them a little bit more heavy duty, thicker. And also make the connector strong. And the connector looks a little different on this. So I have a couple samples of that as well. And I did originally have another strap that was made out of the tiles as well. This is about twice the thickness, I think, of what we have over there. So I'm going to pass it around this way too, so you get them in the right order. Everyone can check these out too. So I had some, it was still a little bit too floppy for me. I thought it moved a little bit too much. I wanted to constrain it a little bit. So I started making hard plates, constrain movement a little bit more. This might be easy to see. That's like a little part. So this was the last prototype that I did. It's a little bit, it's a lot sturdier than the old one. There's a couple things I didn't like about this bag. So I wanted to incorporate the strap, and that's kind of the weak point of this. So that's the next redesign is going to be doing that a little bit different. Having a clasp, clasp for the flap, and also a place for a chain to go through. But I decided at this time that I was going to do a different kind of strap. It was also going to be 3D printed, and I did that out of flexible material. All this stuff is from PLA, which is a plant-based plastic. How many people here have done 3D printing before? Okay, a few people. So PLA is like the most common material that you have for desktop printing right now. And so that's what this was made out of. I wanted to do something that was sustainable, that was sweatshop free, so ethical fashion, and it could be produced locally, and you wouldn't have to worry about things like all the fuel used for shipping, worry about who is making it, animal cruelty free, all those kind of things. And PLA is biodegradable. So when this got to end of life, you could go and put it in the ground. Eventually, it would return to the earth. But you could also grind it back up and turn it back into filament to make another bag or something else. So anyway, this was the bag. I'll tell you a little bit about this. I'll tell you a little bit about this strap. Hello? Okay. I think we're losing it here a little. I'll tell you a little bit more about how I make the strap in a second. If you can see the bag here, and I have a few more. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Great meeting you. Thanks.
After losing it a few times, like everything was in that thing. Army touched it a little while.
Hello and welcome to the Microsoft Center. We had a great event hosted here by the Microsoft on Fifth Avenue. Designers have been offering the samples of 3D printing in application to different fashion industry segments. We have seen some purses, we have seen some bags, we have seen some outfits really printed from synthetic materials and through 3D printing. Absolutely fascinating, really cutting edge, very forward moving type of designs. And again, based on the feedback from the audience, and we had some designers, we had some startups here in the fashion industry, the feedback has been absolutely incredible. The people really care about those new types of technologies, something where again, there is no animal rights, which are being abused. I mean, we're talking about no child labor involved. I mean, this is something you can really manufacture in the back of your office. And again, this is something that moves the industry. This is something that benefits so many different aspects of our lives. So again, we do want to say a huge thank you to the Microsoft Center for hosting this wonderful event. We truly enjoyed it. And again, please stay tuned for more events coming in the same line of wonderful developments here. Thank you very much.